Hey, what is going on YouTube? This is Robert, and this week, or today, I'm bringing to the drop list for this week, which is week 11 of the Fall/Winter 21 season. Now this week, like I said last week, I might have some difficulties recording or just in general uploading because I'm not at my setup tomorrow. So yeah, I might see if I can like record the intro here and then try and record on my MacBook and things and try and edit that. But if I do get it out, it might be out a bit later than normal. It might be out at like 5:30 in comparison to like 4:45. So yeah, but regardless, let's go on to this week because we have a lot to talk about. So yeah. Okay, so getting on with this week. I need to go down a little bit there. Getting on this week, or getting on with this week to get into it. I've got mixed opinions. I've got very mixed opinions. I mean, now, I'll be honest, I don't want to take too much time going over and delving into my full-blown views of things. I will just say that with this collaboration in general, when it comes to Comme des Garçons, it's obviously a very, I call it high fashion or highbrow collaboration in general or across the board. That's how I feel what they always are. Like when you see something like CDG come up, it's always a step up from a lower end. So like North Face is more so like mountaineering streetwear like turn as of late, whereas CDG has always been a bit above, like elevated in comparison. I feel like it's a more so high fashion, and as of that, its target audience and the sort of blanks that they have used are also like for that demographic and have been used from pieces that were already tailored to that demographic. Now that might just be my view, but I shared the same sort of thoughts with someone else and they had the same sort of opinion. But here's the thing though, I do like some aspects of it. I like some simplicity with some things, but at the same time, too much simplicity can sometimes kill a piece. And where people are like, oh my god, I was reading Facebook comments of people's views, and they were like, a lot of them were like, oh my god, like best piece I've seen in years. And I like looked at it and I was just a bit like, but why? Like what about it makes it the best piece? So we'll get onto that once we go through the first three, where we start off with the hoodie, the patchwork puffy, and the nature tee. Now the hoodie, I do like the colourways that have been chosen. I believe this is more so like a flower-like, but from a distance it looked like TV static to me. So I more so like mainly the blue colourway and the black, but I do also sort of like this darker coloured floral-ish tone. I don't know how I feel about it sitting like above your belly button or to the left of like your belly button, maybe where like your ribs are near enough, or like your lungs. I don't know how I feel about that, but yeah, regardless, I think it deserves its place where it's sitting. Now we have the patchwork puffy piece, which I saw that people said that the jacket and the cargo pant, there were already blanks of already by Junior Watanabe. So as of that, I don't know how to feel, because it doesn't mean that the piece has been expanded upon. It just means that we've been given almost like a blank with just the same area that they've gone with this Supreme in this layout over it. So yeah, it's not really for me personally, but patchwork pieces do tend to do well, especially if they are not too over the top but not too simplistic, and I feel that this probably sits in between that, so it might end up doing well. But the price tag of $578 is very high. I was actually surprised. I thought that the retails would be so much higher on these pieces, but they're not, which is great. The nature tee, yeah, I mean, nature, it looks clean. I think the white colourway does a lot better than the black colourway, just because it just blends better, and I prefer the blue text. Black and yellow always works well, but I just prefer the text, and yeah, it's a simple piece at the end of the day. The cargo pant, like the jacket, I think that the olive colourway is going to be the better one out of the two. But yeah, I just read that in a Discord that someone said they're just blanks that are already pre-existing. So yeah, we then have the bug keychain, a bit of a cool keychain for once. We don't just get a standard sort of boring thing. It's cool that it's a bug. It's going to be like £33 with shipping if you do get it by itself. So do just keep that in mind. But yeah, I think it's a cool, simple keychain that is a lot better than what our standard is. We then have the small box long sleeve tee, which is obviously a standard lookbook piece that we get each season. I do just like this extra colourway that we've got going on here. This one, I like the sort of look and the tone to it, and even though it's just like an 8-bit look, I just think that it stands out and it just looks quite nice. We then have the backpack. Yeah, I think it's simple and clean. Probably the black colorway I prefer more so, but then again, the olive is more so like a military-esque looking, so it's cool with that. The Firelog, standard piece, which should have dropped last week. It's going to drop this week. If I do end up going for the drop in the end, this will probably be the piece that I might go for, but at the same time, I don't know, to be honest, I really don't know. We then have the Denim Parker. It's a Gore-Tex Denim Parker. The retail is a lot lower than I was expecting for it being a Gore-Tex denim piece, like Parker collaboration CDG. So yeah, I'm not a fan of this though, is the only thing that I will personally say. I'm sure a lot of people do like it, but it does nothing for me personally. So colorways are cool, but that I'm not a fan of. We've got a Waddle S Logo 6 panel, nice, plain, simple. Colorways are great, colorways are simple, perfect, you know, nothing too over the top with that. And yeah, there's nothing else to say. You've got a lot of colorway choices. I think they're really nice for this S Logo piece. Now, here's the piece that I saw a lot upon a lot of comments where people said it's been like the best piece in seasons. Now, I could understand if there was some avant-garde, you know, thing about it, but it's a mohair or it's a brushed sweater. It might be mohair, camo sweater with the label on the back. Maybe I'm not getting it, maybe I'm not getting the picture because I'm not within that, my style sense and my fashion sense just aren't within that niche or that area. But for me, it's a nice sweater, but for some people being like it's one of the best pieces they've seen in years, I'm not getting it. Genuinely, I'm really not getting it, what they're going on about, to be perfectly honest. So, but like I said, it might just be me. Maybe maybe I just don't get fashion, or I probably don't get high-end fashion or high fashion, but it looks like a really simple sweater at the end of the day. Like most, like that I've picked up from Supreme or Palace or anywhere, it just looks like a simplistic sweater. So, but yeah, we've then got the printed work jacket. I'm not a fan of it. I'm just going to be like honest, plain and honest. I just don't like the thing they've put all over it. It really does nothing for me. So yeah, I think it just ruins it. The bug tee, it's cool that you've got a front and back, I believe, that are different. So you've got that on the front, that on the back, I believe. So yeah, that's quite cool that you've got a mix of things in the end. So the sweatpant, I think, is yet again in this like royal purplish, like violet looking tone, is great. The others are okay, but I'd say probably just the black colorway, like the left two are probably better off in that one. Zip up hoodie. Colorways are interesting. The design choices all over the board are quite interesting as well, but as an overall, I don't think it's like putting oil in water. It just doesn't work. It's not blending. So yeah, it's interesting. I think that the one that works the best is probably the far right, but that's about it. We've then got the nature hat, which I think they sort of butcher by putting this stamp or print over the top that they've got. It really doesn't do it. They should have picked either a better position or like made something smaller. Maybe you put it on the brim. I don't know. But yeah, we've then got the striped short sleeve top. It just looks like a Guess top with the bug on it in the end. Colorways aren't the best. And yeah, we move on to the Celtic Knot camp cap. Colorways are okay. I said this before when we had the other pieces release of this. I really do like this like grey and red. And then the blue, I think is nice as well. Also the tan and black, but yeah, I think the left two. We've then got the beanie. I think the beanie in black colourway is clean and simple. I'm not a fan of this one. Printed work pant, again, I just move ahead from because it's just not my favourite piece. The nature shirt, colourway choices are fine, but the pieces themselves just don't really do too much. I think the black colourway is the best overall because it blends out, whereas the pink just doesn't. Gore-Tex denim pant, yet again, it's just a no. We've then got a short leather pea coat, which is okay, but its retail is £750, which is just not great. And to finish off, we've got the Snowflake Crochet Crusher, which I think is okay, actually, to be honest. Colourways are decent-ish. So yeah, I mainly think that the black and grey colourway is the better one in the end. So yeah, that is going to cover it pretty much. As per normal, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. I know that some people are going to be like, Rob, you missed the mark on this one. You know, these pieces are fire. It's a great collab. It's the best I've seen in ages. But for me, I'm not that like, oh my god about it. I think that there are some pieces that are definitely nice and clean and simplistic to an extent, but as an overall, it's not going to be a memorable one where I'm going to be looking back and being like, oh, do you remember that collab though? And people are going to be like, oh my god, that was insane. Because it really doesn't hit me with that. There are probably only about 5 pieces, being the top 3 here, the pan and the backpack, that are the more so memorable ones. The rest are just mixed in and blended in here and there, and yeah, that is about it. So, like I said, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. I might be completely wrong, and you can just tell me as such. And yeah, my computer's also messing up. It's frozen 4 times this recording, and I'm not even on Supreme, so I'm having fun. So yeah, anyway, regardless, thank you for watching. I hope that you have a good day, and I will see you all next time if I do go for the drop. But yeah, I'll see you all next time. Peace.